Good morning, good evening, and good afternoon, trinkets and tchotchkes. This is The Collector with another Image Collect video. In this spooktacular edition, we are going to be discussing Annabelle Creation, which comes out in theaters August 11th. I'd like you to meet Ed and Lorraine Warren. Ed and Lorraine were a married couple who are also American paranormal investigators. In 1952, the Warrens founded the New England Society for Psychic Research, the oldest ghost hunting group in New England. They claim to have investigated over 10,000 cases during their career and have been the subject of much controversy. Not surprising, since hauntings and ghosts and life after death is also a highly controversial topic. However, the subject makes for great horror movies, doesn't it? A number of highly publicized hauntings, particularly in the 1970s and 80s, has become the subject of books written by the Warrens and others, as well as the subject of many movies. In 2013, director James Wan brought The Conjuring to the big screen. Actors Patrick Wilson and Vera Farmiga star as Ed and Lorraine Warren. The Conjuring was based on the Perron family, who lived in a house in Harrisville, Rhode Island in 1970. After experiencing a number of regular interactions with spirits in their home, they enlisted the help of Ed and Lorraine Warren. Ed and Lorraine Warren to the rescue! The Conjuring featured a creepy porcelain doll named Annabelle, and with the success of the film, a spin-off series based on the Annabelle doll was released in 2014. A Conjuring sequel was released in 2016, and a third film is in the works. When Hollywood finds success, they ride that train as long as they can. And we're not talking about the little engine that could. When the world wants Annabelle, the world gets Annabelle. Or maybe it's when Annabelle wants to be seen, Annabelle gets seen. While the movie Annabelle portrays the doll as a wide-eyed, pigtail-wearing porcelain doll, the real Annabelle is actually a soft and plushy Raggedy Ann doll. In the film, husband John gives his pregnant wife, Mia, a porcelain doll to add to her doll collection. Great idea. Shortly after receiving the doll, trouble starts as a satanic cult breaks into their home and attacks them, causing Mia to go into labor with their daughter early. When they move to an apartment in Pasadena to start over, Mia decides to get rid of the doll, thank God, but Annabelle makes her way back into the apartment where strange things start happening and horror ensues. In reality, a Raggedy Ann doll was purchased from an antique store by a mother to be a birthday gift for her daughter Donna, a nursing student living in a small apartment with her friend Angie. Over time, the girls started noticing strange things about the doll. She would move about the house, leave notes for the girls on old parchment paper with the handwriting of a small child. Horrifying. So they sought out the assistance of a medium and learned that a girl named Annabelle Higgins lived on the property long before the apartment was built. She was only 7 years old when she was found dead. It seemed that Annabelle took a liking to the Raggedy Ann doll and had asked if she could remain in the doll and stay with the girls. Donna felt compassion for the spirit of the young girl, so she agreed to allow Annabelle to stay in the doll. Horrifying once again. With the newest installment of Annabelle Creation, which is to be released in theaters, tells the story of Annabelle's creation. A doll maker and his wife experience the tragic death of their young child. Several years later, they decide to invite a nun and some children from a closed orphanage into their home. The children soon become the target of one of the doll maker's possessed creations, the Annabelle doll. Could they be trying to tell the story of Annabelle Higgins? Well, it turns out that, according to Ed and Lorraine Warren, it was not the sweet spirit of a young girl who possessed the Raggedy Ann doll living in Donna and Angie's apartment, but that of a seemingly inhumane and demonic spirit. After Angie's fiancé, Lou, who never liked the doll, I'm on your side, buddy, was attacked on more than one occasion, the girls asked Ed and Lorraine Warren to investigate. Ed and Lorraine had an exorcism performed in the home and took the doll with them to their occult museum, where Annabelle resides today in a special case that seems to prevent her from moving. But if you go to visit, do not taunt her. do not tap the glass. Do not try to open the case, as the spirit that possesses the doll seems to have the power to possibly hurt all of those who do. That's serious. That's some real stuff, guys. The Hollywood stories of Annabelle may not be real, but they make for a great, scary film. Reviews for Annabelle Creation are already in, and the consensus is that this movie is wickedly terrifying, using old-school psychological fright tactics and effectively proving that audiences are eager to be scared, and that horror can easily still rely on a creepy-looking doll to win an Oscar in terror. Thank you, tchotchkes and trinkets, for tuning into this week's Image Collect episode. Hope you didn't get too scared, and if you have any dolls around your house, please bless a glass case, put them in there, and do not tap on the glass. This is the Image Collector, wishing you a wonderful, wonderful morning, evening, and afternoon. Cheers. Spooky.